What is happening, guys? Jay here, and today we have another Omocha review. This time I'm reviewing something quite different, both in terms of franchise and in toy model. So today it is Berserker slash Lancelot from the Fate Grand Order series and the Fate Zero anime series by Sentinel. So for starters, let's talk about the box. So I have here with me is the box, and as you can see, this box has a really nice embroidered touch to it. As you can see, Berserker Lancelot, and then as you can see also it has this nice artwork representing the anime character, and then over here at the back you can see some sort of poses that you can do, or sort of guide for you to do for your poses, and then of course more artwork. Anyways, let's talk about the review over here. So as you can see, Berserker, this figure is really amazing. I have here most of the attachments, which is the headpiece, the sword, the metal rod that he comes with, and of course all the 6 spikes that are protruding from his back. Also, apart from that, is you will also have a manual here, which is the same art style as the one in the box. You open it up, and as you can see, here are the attachments. As you can see, um, the the 6 spikes protruding from his back are straight to begin, and you can just really sort of, it's really malleable, so you can really just manipulate it as much as you want. And as you can see here, just like Figma's, it comes with separate pairs of hands. You have here the closed hand, this is the closed hand over here, and then you have the open hands over there, and then you have the holding hands, the one used to hold weapons. As you can see, it comes with several joints and of course the headpiece over there. Again, the protruding spikes, you can attach them bit by bit here, and as you can see, it is distinct from each other. There's a right side and there's a left side, so keep that in mind. So there you go, here's the figure as a whole. Anyways, let's talk about this bad boy over here. Now, for those unaware, this thing costs quite a lot. I got it for $110, so yes, it is kind of on the pricier side. So especially since Figmas can't, you can get some Figmas for less than $100, but this one I got for $110. Still though, this is bigger than a Figma, and it looks really amazing. I'll show you here real quick the quality of the plastic, and as you can see, the paint job that they gave this is amazing. It's not just some sort of lazy black paint, but you get here a purplish dark color that really is representative of Berserker in the Fate Zero anime. As you can see, it is matte, but it absorbs light so well. It's really nice. Because it absorbs light so well, it gives that sort of sheen that really makes this thing pop out, especially if you give it good lighting as well. Now, as you can see over here, there is some sort of black paints here, like pure black, to contrast his purplish black armor. So his sort of clothing here is black, as you can see there. But look at the detail, the embroidered touch here, the sort of design of his chest armor, his greaves. I really like his greaves over here. Look at those spikes, all that. Really amazing is over here, as you can see, his arms. And then, since we're already here, might as well show off this amazing detailed sword that I really love. By the way, look at that. Look at the engraving there, the characters. Forgot the name of the sword, but yes, this is the sword that made Saber notice or realize that he is Lancelot, Sir Lancelot. As you can see over here, there are some sort of chains wrapped around, which is really a nice touch. Like, these are not part of the sword, it's actually chains wrapped together, and I think you can take this off if you want to, but I highly suggest not to because it's knotted right there. Yeah, amazing detail. We go to the rod over here, and again, his noble phantasm is to anything he touches, he can make his own weapon, like an overpowered weapon. As you can see here, this rod that has his magic running through is really amazing. No imperfections on the paint quality, especially on the red paint. Just really nice. Look at that. Quite realistic and close to the anime. The only thing I don't like about the design of Berserker Lancelot over here is his eyes, because one of the most noticeable parts of his character is that he has some red glowing eyes, and that makes him look so much more sinister, as you can see, just like in the art style over here. But as you noticed, his eyes here are really, they're almost not, you can't like notice them. And I know asking for this to glow is too much, but I think they could have used a brighter shade of red, you know what I mean? Because you almost can't see the red over there, like you can see it from this side, but they didn't use any bright paint of red just to really highlight it, you know. And I think the slit is a little too small. They could have benefited making the helmet slit a little wider, and they could have just made this brighter red, but instead I think they opted to choose a little sort of a, I don't know, a very dull red, dull plastic red there that it's almost negligible no matter how nice your lighting is. So yeah, it's really, it sucks. I think that's the only thing that I don't like about this. Otherwise, even the headpiece here, nice. See the gradient of the purple turning black, nice touch. The sword especially, and even the rubber, you know, the rubber here of the attachments, these protruding spikes, even the very pointed tips, they're all so nice. Look at the back also, I forgot to mention the back, almost, really important as well. You can see there, he's got more spikes there and they are quite sharp. That's why the box says this is for 15 years old and above, because it might be dangerous for younger children. Yeah, look at it, just amazing quality. And I think what you're really paying for here on top of the articulation is how nicely detailed this is. This is definitely more detailed. It's a notch higher than Figma's in my opinion, with the quality of the detail here. Look at it, amazing. And of course, how often will you stumble upon a Berserker Lancelot figure, right? It's not that common. So if you're a big fan of it, like I am, this is my number one hero, my favorite hero of all the Fate heroes out there. It's still Lancelot Berserker. My favorite series is still Fate Zero, all of the Fate animes. So yeah, just an amazing figure in terms of aesthetics. And honestly speaking, I wouldn't have gotten this for $110 if it didn't come with the spikes. I think because you know you can manipulate the spikes so much, you can control it as much as you want. There's so much attitude to the figure, and it just pops so good on your shelf because of how much attitude those protruding spikes, these sort of tentacle-looking things, give Lancelot. It just makes it so villainous and so ominous. Absolutely love it. I think that was really the final nail on the coffin that really made me buy this, despite its pricier tag. All right, now that's out of the way. I'm just gonna show a bit of the articulations now. Obviously, if you're familiar with figures, action figures in general, you can kind of predict the articulations of this. As you can see here, there's a 360 rotation here for his legs. Of course, this one moves as well. One thing you might not realize is that this one actually moves his toes. There you go. As you can see, there's some sort of metal fixtures there that helps the figure move a bit. The feet doesn't have a swivel, unfortunately, but it can move, can rotate a bit there. It doesn't have a swivel though, or I think there is, but really negligible. What I really like about this in articulation is this one over here, the waist. Really nice. And what I like about it is it's very seamless. Feels seamless. Doesn't feel like you'd be scared moving it. Like it's really safe. As you can see, so much wide range of motion there for his torso. So you can really make Berserker look really like struggling and really going wild with how much you can rotate that. Of course, his arms rotate in a standard fashion. You've got a ball joint here on the shoulder connecting to the forearm, and then you have one also on the wrist, obviously. Then you have one on the forearm as well. Really nice. You can also move that a bit. Shoulders, they do move a bit. Armors, yeah, they do move a bit. So you can lift it up like that. Look at that. That's a nice motion. So you can adjust the shoulders like that. Very nice. And as you can see, what I like about this, if compared to Figma's, is that despite the range of motion, it doesn't show these ugly sort of hollow parts of the figure. It covers it really nicely, as you can see there. So it really covers these ugly parts. And also, it's because the mechanisms here are very filled out, unlike in Figma's where it's quite hollow. And you can see the ball joint if you rotate it at a certain way. And then here the head, Head goes 360. There you go. Then you can also move the head there, up and down. Look at that. Look at the black parts there that cover the neck. Just great design overall. Again, nice spikes there. Again, the eyes are just really the bummer here. And then finally, you have here the headpiece. You can go up and down. You can also move this like so. So there, it's an attachment. So yeah, you just attach it there like that. Now, as you can know, if you notice throughout the video, these spikes are popping off, and I think that's one weakness of this. They're not the tightest fit, in my opinion. You can glue them, but I don't highly recommend it because you might want to give poses of this where there are no attachments. But yeah, they can pop off a bit just when you're playing with it a little too much. So there's that. Just keep that in mind. Another thing that I don't like about this, by the way, is that it doesn't have a base. So the fact that it doesn't have a base means you're gonna have a hard time doing flying action poses. Actually, it might be impossible. But there are some 2 holes here, which is interesting. So I don't know if you can actually buy a separate base for these holes. I'm not sure if it's possible, but yeah, you will have a hard time doing some action poses such as this one over here because there is no base. And I think this would have been a perfect figure, especially for its price range, if it had a base similar to a Figma. Anyways, let's do a quick size comparison. I have here with me Saber. So Saber, as you can see here, stacks up really well with Lancelot. Obviously, this is a Figma. This is Saber 2.0 from the Fate Grand Order, Fate Zero, Fate Stay Night as well. It's Fate Stay Night, I think. Yeah, I mean, since Saber is a little girl in reality, and Lancelot is a huge guy, this is a really nice scale actually, and a big reason why I got him because he really stacks up well with Saber over here. I really love it. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this review of Sentinel's Berserker Lancelot from the Fate Zero series. That's it for today, guys. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to watch our reviews. This is Jay, and thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.